Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Today we will start talking about an important rule which you will face in Unit 9. Its title is Passive Voice. To understand how we can deal with passive voice, you need to know what is a passive voice first. For example, if we take this sentence, Ahmed wrote a letter, we will notice that we have the three main components of a sentence, which is subject, verb, object. If we changed it to a letter was written, then here we have a different formula. We will notice that the subject is not mentioned. A letter was written. So the main difference between a passive voice and active voice, the active voice have the subject, verb, object. Passive voice, we don't have the subject and we have only a verb and the object in the beginning, and be form verb and verb 3. So how do we form passive voice? We form the passive voice with the appropriate tense of the verb, be plus the past participle. You have to take in consideration that be form is varied according to the sentence. If we have present simple, if we have past simple, if we have present perfect, if we have past perfect, all of these tenses regarded to the appropriate verb to be form. Let's take for an example, traffic police control the cameras. Traffic police control the cameras. How are we going to change it? We change it to the cameras are controlled by traffic police. We can notice here that traffic police is the subject. Then we have the verb control, it is verb 1. The cameras is the object. We change the position of the object to the beginning of the sentence, the cameras, and because it is plural, we put are. After that, we change the verb in the question sentence to verb 3, so controlled, and it is optional to put by the subject, which is by traffic police. Another example, Ali is painting the wall. Ali is the subject. The tense is a present continuous, so the sentence will be changed to the wall is being painted by Ali. If you can notice here that we put verb to be is because the tense is present continuous. And the new subject, the wall, is singular. So we put the wall is being painted by Ali. You have to consider here that you don't copy the helping verb or verb to be in the sentence, in the question sentence. You can change it to another form from the same tense according to the new subject. Saleh has paid the bill. Saleh has paid the bill. The bill has been paid by Saleh. Here we have the tense, which is present perfect. How did we know that it's a present perfect? Because we have has plus verb 3. So it is a present perfect sentence. How are we going to change it? The bill has been paid. Here we put verb to be form been because the sentence in the perfect tense. So we have to put here a verb to be which is related to the perfect tense, which is been. Now, let's practice and change the following sentences. Rewrite the sentences from exercise 1 in the active form. First one, various prominent Arab filmmakers held a 5-day film festival between 13th and 18th April 2008. 16 filmmakers screened their films in 3 competitive categories. Commentators characterized them as being thrilling and dramatic. The sprawling cityscapes of modern Kuwait, peeking 6 friends away from their familiar desert. Okay, now let's try to change the sentences according to the question from active to passive. 16 filmmakers from Kuwait shared the spotlight at the festival. Here we need to look for the object of the sentence. Where is the object of the sentence? 16 filmmakers from Kuwait shared the spotlight. So the spotlight is the direct object, and at the festival is the indirect object. So we don't take the indirect object here, we only take the direct object, which is the spotlight. So the spotlight, what is the tense here in this sentence? Shared. So it is verb 2. It is verb 2. Because we have verb 2 in the original sentence, we need to form a verb to be according to the tense, which is was. Then we change the verb, the main verb, into verb 3. Now we have the full sentence. The spotlight was shared by 16 filmmakers from Kuwait. B. All the features, short and documentaries, represented life in the Arab world. Where is the object here? The object is life in the Arab world. Okay, so we need to look on to the sentence. The main verb is represented, so it's verb 2. We put was or were because life in the Arab world is singular. We put was, and then we add the verb 3, which is represented. Diverse films presented in the festival have offered a window onto Arabic culture. Where is the object here? The object is a window onto Arabic culture is the object. The verb here have offered, so it's a present perfect. We should put verb to be according to the tense. So it will become a window into Arabic culture was offered by the diverse films present in the festival. Now we have finished with the grammar, and now let's move to the vocabulary section. So question number 1, there are many nouns in English which refer to a group of people. We call it collective nouns. What do you mean by collective nouns? Collective noun is a noun. It behaves like a singular noun, but it actually refers to a group of people. Like, let's say, the class. The class are playing football, or the class is playing football. If we are indicating the class as a group members, the students, we say the class are playing football in the yard. But if we are considering here the class as a unity, as a building, we treat this noun as a singular. Audience, crew, family, government, staff, all of these are examples for collective nouns. Now in this question, we need to match the collective noun to its definition or to its description. For example, audience. It comes with E. All the people who listen to a speech or a concert. Class, it's come with D. Students who are taught together. 3. Crew. All the people who work in a shop or a plane. Family. People who are related to each other. Government. People who make laws for a country. Staff. All the people who work in a particular organization. Question number 2, matching people. We have different vacancies here or different jobs according to what we have given in the square or in the square. So we have patient, we have police officer, arrested, we have parents, we have servs, we have children, bringing up, shop assistant, doctor, criminal, treated, customs. We need to match these words and professions according to its, let's say, context in the sentences. For example, the runaway criminal has finally been arrested by a police officer after laborious attempts and has been put into prison. The doctor of this clinic treated his last patient quickly before his urgent operation at the hospital. The shop assistant of this department store serves his customers amicably. Kuwaiti parents insist on bringing up their children on the basis of developing their appreciation for human values. Now, we have to take in consideration here the two things that we talked about. First, passive voice. What you have to take in consideration while doing a passive voice sentence, you need to revise the subject-verb agreement according to the new subject that you are dealing with. For example, I don't need to put the same helping verb in the original sentence when I change into passive voice. Sometimes we switch between the verb to be forms. For example, if we have the students are playing football. So if we want to change this sentence to a passive voice, it is not necessary to use the same helping verb. Football are being played. This is completely wrong. You need to use a helping verb which agrees with the new subject, which is the old object. Second thing, you need to be careful about how to deal with the verb 3 forms. We all know, and as we said before, that all verbs, the main verbs, should be converted into verb 3. So no sentence should be left without changing the main verb, to a verb 3. So, finally, I would like to thank you for your attention and for your time. I hope you enjoyed this lesson with me. It was Mahmoud Allawi presenting this lesson, Unit 9, the grammar and the most important topics related to the same unit in 11th grade book. Thank you.